You probably think that Custer's defeat was just a case of the US Army getting overwhelmed by sheer numbers, but actually, numbers were only half the story. What destroyed Custer on June 25, 1876 wasn't chaos, it was strategy. And in this video, I'm going to explain the 3 battlefield tactics that 1,000 Lakota, Cheyenne, and Arapaho warriors used to completely break the 7th Cavalry in less than an hour. Before the sun reached its peak over the little Bighorn Valley, Custer believed he was up against a scattered village, women, children, and maybe a few warriors running away. He rode in with absolute confidence. But the warriors waiting for him were not scattered. They were organized, they were coordinated, and they were ready to fight on their own terms. What happened next became one of the most decisive indigenous victories in North American history, and it came down to 3 tactics, simple, brutal, and perfectly executed. Tactic 1. The fix and flank. The first mistake Custer made was assuming the warriors would retreat. Instead, they absorbed the first shots and then hit him from the sides. Crazy Horse and the Oglala Lakota didn't fight head-on at first. They let Custer's men fire downhill, while fast-moving groups swung around both flanks. The 7th Cavalry suddenly found themselves fighting from 3 directions at once. Their firing lines collapsed, their horses panicked, and Custer lost the high ground before he even realized he was surrounded. It wasn't a random charge, it was textbook. Hold the front, crush the sides. Tactic 2. The swarm. Once the flanks cracked, the warriors switched to their second tactic, mass mobility. Mounted on faster horses, firing from full gallop, the Lakota and Cheyenne fighters didn't stay in one place. They swarmed, moving around Custer's shrinking circle in a constant rotation, never giving the enemy a steady target. The 7th Cavalry's single-shot carbines were designed for distance, but this fight was close, too close. As warriors closed in from all angles, the Custer's men had to fire, reload, and fire again, while the enemy moved faster than they could reposition. Tactic 3. The final collapse. Once Custer's line was compressed into a tight knot on the last ridge, the warriors unleashed the 3rd and final tactic, the close-range break. This is where hand-to-hand weapons mattered: war clubs, lances, hatchets, and repeating rifles taken from earlier skirmishes. Custer's formation was too small to maneuver, too shaken to return disciplined fire, and too overwhelmed to hold any defensive shape. When the warriors finally crashed into the formation, it was over in minutes. Every officer died. Every soldier in Custer's immediate battalion fell, and the ridge they died on became known forever as Last Stand Hill. So no, Custer wasn't defeated by chaos. He was defeated by coordination. 3 tactics: fix and flank, swarm, final collapse. A system of warfare perfected on the Great Plains long before the 7th Cavalry ever arrived.